This is the commitment of government of Bangladesh. Among different age groups, the most vulnerable are those between ages 18 and 23. As part of a countrywide drive, RAP conducted a raid in Bosundara on June 10 of this year. Among those arrested and subsequently sentenced to jail were also 14 IUB students. Drug usage and resulting drug addiction are real issues that need to be addressed by all of us at IUB. Drug addiction is obsessive thinking and a compulsive need for drugs despite negative consequences. It is important to understand that addiction represents a misdirected attempt to achieve wholeness, to experience inner completeness and satisfaction. The first stage in drug addiction is misuse of drugs, where a person experiments with drugs. The second stage is abuse of drugs, where the person increases use to maintain the desired effects. If the person didn't have problems at the onset of use, problems have now been created because of the use. The final stage is addiction to drugs, where great time and effort is spent acquiring the drugs and various consequences start to appear. The cycle of addiction is created by changes produced in brain chemistry from substance abuse. It is perpetuated by physiological, psychological, and emotional dependency. This cycle of addiction continues unrestrained until some type of intervention occurs, like self-intervention, legal, family, etc. Drug addiction is associated with a host of consequences, ranging from health consequences to financial, social, emotional, and legal. Sadly, in many cases, drug addiction results in a loss of life as well. The cycle is typically broken in stages, initiated by some form of intervention. After considering a change in behavior, the addict starts to mentally and physically prepare to make a change. Then the addict is taking an action and has stopped using drugs. In the last stage, the addict is maintaining his or her new lifestyle and behavior. Unfortunately, a relapse can occur during the action or maintenance stage, which means the addict again enters the cycle of addiction. In breaking the cycle of addiction and in preventing a relapse, one of the most important factors is a drug-free environment. Thus, at IUB, we are introducing several preventative measures. Unfortunately, prevention itself is not enough. Those who will violate the drug-related provisions of the IUB Student Code of Conduct will have to face disciplinary procedures, typically resulting in suspension, either for a specified time or indefinitely. We want to assure everybody who wants to break the vicious cycle of drug addiction that help is available. Our goal is to help our students succeed by implementing zero tolerance for illegal drugs and creating a drug-free environment at IUB. At the end, let us contrast two real-life stories. Mr. Hashmi Rafsanjani was a country marketing consultant in Bangladesh for Google's South Asian Emerging Markets team. Now he works in Singapore. Shihabul Islam Shihab was killed by his own family in January 2017 because they were not able to cope with his drug addiction anymore. Both were IUB students. The major difference between them was that one was a drug addict and the other one was not. Which path do you want to choose? Who do you want to be? The choice is yours.